introduce you to Surface Studio.
Apple की कॉपी कर ली कल्याण इवेंट था
This is Surface Studio. I love this product. Isn't it gorgeous? Take a look. Every time we show it to somebody, we get this. I never like saying a product's beautiful because it's kind of weird. But I gotta tell you, I'm gonna show you at home. Like, take a look at that. Every time we show somebody, I think we hear, "Man, that thing's beautiful." Take a look. So when you look at this product, there's a few ways to kind of wrap your mind around it. I'm going to walk us through a few of those right now. So first thing to note is we really did build it for creators. We built it for professionals. It's meant all these ideas, it's meant to transform the way you're going to work. It has to. It's what it's meant for. It's going to help you produce. But I think in its essence, in everything we designed it around, is we wanted to transform the way you create and think about creating. It's kind of built, when you look at it, you can look at both of these, but you look and it's built to pull you in. And I'll explain that, but it is all fundamentally made to immerse you into the content or to the creation that you want to work with. And I think that's something to kind of understand as we walk through. If you can remember that, that'd be helpful. Start with the screen though, because if you can see how thin it is here, this is a forged aluminum enclosure. The lines are seamless. When you have a chance in the showcase later, get as close to this product as you can. I want you to look at every subtlety here. There is a collection of so many details that you will not see, and they all come together so beautifully on the product. But start with the enclosure when you have a chance. Take a look at it. It's a fully embodied aluminum enclosure. It's housing the thinnest LCD that has ever been created at 1.3 millimeter that sits in this product at this size. You have to think here, we reinvented the backlight, the prism sheets, the color filters, the polarizers, the glass itself, all coming together. There's a ton of work that goes into this screen that I think you can kind of feel. You can kind of feel it. But if you take that 1.3 millimeters and you take that aluminum chassis, this is the thinnest 12.5. It's 12.5 millimeters. It's the thinnest desktop monitor ever created, and of course it has touch. Of course it has touch, but ever. Take a look at the front of this product. It's a 28-inch diagonal. That's 28 inches across. It pushes 13.5 million pixels. That's about 63% more than a 4K TV if you're doing the math. On this product, you want to be able to see everything at all times, no matter where you are. The only thing you won't be able to see on this screen specifically is a pixel. And the reason for that is the closer you get to it, we want to keep you there. Have you ever walked up to a high-definition TV and got a little too close? You have, clearly. And it's kind of blurry. That's not good for you, by the way. Just get further back and get perspective. You've done that, and it just gets more beautiful, and you can find that perfect distance to your TV. This product, no matter where you are, the closer you get, I think the more refined it gets, the further you get, the more perspective and beautiful it gets, and it stays with you. That's critical. If we're going to keep you in that space, if we're going to keep you immersed in all your content and what you're trying to create, I think that's vital. So now let's talk about the colors on this screen. Because when we talk about this idea where you can't see a pixel and you need to see all your content, you also need to be able to see life as it was meant to be. So we call this true color, and we designed the product for the depth of color within it. And it's kind of going to show you a few things as I walk through this. But the idea is we want to render the deepest reds possible. We want to bring you the truest blues possible. We want to bring you the most vibrant greens you can live with to just bring the real world as you know it. Okay, think if you're a movie director. If you're making your movie, if that's what you're doing, you want to make it as the world's meant to see it in real color, in real life. That's critical to you. Or, if you're the person watching what was intended from the director, you want to see that intent. It's like in real life, when you take a photo, don't you want to see the beauty of the photo when you get it? Don't your memories come back with that? All those senses are firing, and color being the deepest and richest one. So this product, with its 13.5 million pixels, with a bunch of color calibration that we do with Surface to bring it to life, we're able to get you the most depth you can possibly find in these colors. That then allows the creator to make exactly, or render the world, if you will, as he or she believes it needs to be rendered. Now, with the integration with Windows and the device, and you hear Terry talking about how those things come together and things light up, here's a subtlety for you. If I just click through here, you're going to very see some, I'm going to keep clicking, just going to see a difference in the screen, just like subtle changes. Now what I'm doing is I'm moving from DCI P3, which I think many of you understand, it's cool, to sRGB on the fly. Why? If I'm going to create in those deep colors, but I'm not sure if my customer or who might be watching this movie has the ability to push this much pixel at somebody, or this much beauty, or this much depth. Keep in mind, there is no monitor in the planet like this one. There's 99% better color than the monitors on the planet. So there's this world where many are living in sRGB. So when you do create, this idea where I just have one flip, and as I'm creating and writing, and I'll show you that in a bit, you will find yourself saying, okay, here's the beauty of the colors, the depth of the colors, and then here's what it might look like if somebody was using sRGB. I think that's a pretty cool way to design. Okay. On top of the color, we call it true color. This idea of immersing you is important. This is a 3:2 aspect ratio. You can see that. You get the depth of color in it. Think of it as 4 14-inch displays stitched together, kind of bringing all the information you need right in front of you all at once. The idea that you can see more patterns, the idea that you can get more information all at once and stay in your product, that will lead you to draw better conclusions. That's real. When we say your ideas are your best work, it's critical that we keep you there. It's critical that you can... But important. 1 inch on this screen is 1 inch in real life. What you see is really what you get. This whole idea of print preview is completely gone. As you get into this and you work in it, you stay in it. You stay in it because it's your real work. And then Word comes in, the Microsoft Office team, and they refine their product so much to bring Studio to life that you get these unbelievable feelings. Look how clear it is as I flip through here. Isn't that cool? It's just got this smooth scroll, and if I wanted more information, I pinch it, and I can see so many documents all at one time. Whether I'm reading a book, whether I'm working through this Surface spec, or I just wanted to get to a certain section and just absorb it. I think it's critical. Now, we talk about immersing you in this product quite a bit. And so the best way to kind of deal and think about that, as I'm going to show you, is to think about the screen first. And we talked about the depth of the screen. We talked about how big the screen is. But really, if you're going to design around a screen, and the team called it design